Boom boo doo 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 boo doo. Intro music with Ryan Kendall.
And Michael Zbone.
And this is our first podcast where we introduce ourselves. Yeah, so this is a special. This is
Yes, part 2. That was special.
yeah, Oscars recap.
So, the big thing that went on was they mentioned how the allegations with Harvey Weinstein and Kevin Spacey and all that, and they just went for it. Like, they didn't hold back, you know.
I didn't watch it, I was at work, but you know.
I mean, it was good. It was good. So like the first one, which is weird, first award that they handed out was Best Supporting Actor, which is weird.
Yeah.
It's like one of the top
Yeah.
people. And
That's like behind best actress.
yeah.
Actor.
So Sam won that.
Yes,
Sam.
I'm good. I'm happy. I like Sam.
I'm glad he won it. But I was annoyed that Christopher Plummer was up for it.
That was a spit in the face to Kevin, 100%.
It was. If Kevin
And I think it may be just a fill-in.
maybe. I mean,
Just a fill.
I can't think of any other supporting actors who would have been up there.
Yeah.
But so I went on to makeup and hairstyling, which was Darkest Hour.
Yeah, we said that, didn't we?
There was only 3 of them for the
Yeah, that's right. There was only 3. And
the Judi Dench one as well.
we got that right.
Yes, so 2 for 2. Costume design, Phantom Thread.
Yeah, 3 for 3.
Three
We're
for-
worth it.
We should like write the show notes.
We should have fucking betted on this. I should have taken bets.
Well, we did for the Blade Runner versus Wolf of Planet of the Apes for visual effects.
Yeah, we did too.
But we'll see who won.
We'll see who won.
Documentary feature was Icarus, which is about the guy who idolized what's his name? Lance Armstrong. And so when he
Must have cut off a testicle and started smoking weed and riding a bike.
So when he found out that he started doping and all that, the guy in the film went to the doctors and said, "Okay, give me what Lance has," and he wanted to dope himself and become the best cyclist, you know.
What?
But then the doctors who were involved were part of this Russian Olympics team that always doped their athletes, and then they got busted, and the guy just films himself around Russia trying to uncover the truth about the doctors and the doping and all that.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's really weird. It's really good
It's like
though.
one of those drug cartel.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because it's on Netflix right now. I was
Yeah,
flicking
like-
through last night and I saw it and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was quick.
It was good. So the best sound editing and mixing went to Dunkirk,
Yeah. I still want Baby Driver to win because it's fucking built around sound. It was
I know,
built
like,
around.
the whole film, like the characters move to the sound and the way the shots are presented.
Kevin Spacey curse, 100%.
Yeah, do you reckon?
100% Kevin Spacey curse.
Like,
It was nominated, but Baby Driver didn't. No, Baby Driver did get something.
but like Adrian Brody won for The Pianist, which was directed by Roman Polanski.
Yeah, and Polanski got Best Picture for that too.
Yeah, best director. Not
Yeah.
best picture, but best
Yeah.
director. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a good film. But like, I think because
Was it too
nowadays
soon?
people are more open about this whole sexual allegation stuff, just like coming out, and they're just because back then everyone was just like that can't happen, but now this whole Me Too, everyone's just like, you know.
Yeah,
And even like
yeah.
fucking people are complaining because Gary Oldman had allegations against like getting angry at his wife. and stuff
Oh
like that.
really?
Yeah, and
Oh,
Kobe O'Brien got
Oh
accused for something.
Yeah.
Something
I'll,
else.
I'll talk about that later.
But yeah,
Um,
I don't know, it's Gary Oldman. Leave him alone.
do you reckon there was a? No, we'll talk about Gary.
That's just
Like-
that's marriage.
We'll talk about later. We'll
That's
talk about
not-
later.
That's a whole other thing. It's just like getting angry at your wife is marriage.
That's very true. Next was production design, which was Shape of Water.
Yes.
Which is- It was either I don't know.
Can't remember.
It was either Shape or Blade, I think.
Okay.
I can't
Yeah.
remember.
No, shape. No, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean,
Mm.
it's good.
Good
Like-
films.
Foreign language film was A Fantastic Woman by Chile.
Okay.
I don't know,
Was it by Chile or is it from
It's
Chile?
from Chile.
Yeah, okay.
like they don't say the director, they say the country next to it.
Mm.
which is weird.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, like, you say country, but you still say director or someone at least.
I haven't watched it, but yeah, I'm sure it's good. Supporting actress was Alison Janney
For I,
I,
Tonya.
Tonya.
Yeah, no, I've seen the
She's
shorts
good.
and she looks pretty good.
She's really good. Yeah. Animated short film was Dear Basketball.
Yeah,
which was
Kobe! Yeah, sweet.
Did we pick that? I think we did.
I think I wanted
Because of
Kobe to win just
Phil
for...
Hoffman.
Yeah.
Philip Seymour Hoffman shouting basketball.
Yeah! Rain dance!
But then social media was mixed because some people didn't like that he won because he was accused of sexual harassment back in 2003.
Mm.
And I mean, now he's got a wife and now he's settled down and all that, and he's made a film and he's changed his whole career. Like, you've got to forgive
and forget.
the man.
Well, yeah, it's like, what the fucking... It's funny.
You can't
These
just,
little things like that, it's just, it's like what the Polish said about World War II. It's like, we can forgive the Germans for what they did, but we will never forget.
yeah,
And, you know, like...
Yeah.
Sexual allegations and all that is one big thing, but the massacring of 6 million Jews is a whole fucking different ballpark.
Yeah, I mean,
and I'm like, if Jews can say that, then I think
that's very
some
true.
fucking keyboard warrior can say, like, Kobe did something bad, let's sort of punish him for what he did and then move on, kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm sure he made bail or whatever.
I think I heard it was a...
there was different stories
there
where...
was a payout of undisclosed amount, like a whole settlement. A settlement of an undisclosed amount.
But there was heaps of stories where it was different stories. So one story said that
the two sides
said that the girl was consent through the sex and all that.
Yeah.
Another story said that she never signed a deal. There was heaps of mishap with the media. So I can't judge, you know. And it was 15 years ago. You got to forgive someone at some point.
Yeah.
Or just split the art from the artist, which is not anyone does.
Yeah.
Like Kevin Spacey. My nan doesn't watch the films anymore of his, just because of
some ugly boy
personal.
Said, he touched me. I was like, alright. Been touched on the leg many times. I don't complain.
God. Alright, so next one was animated feature was Coco. It wasn't Loving Vincent.
I'm disappointed about that, but I want people
I saw the trailer for that.
Yeah,
and it
looks fucking good.
Looks good.
Yeah,
like the raindrops every frame. I mean, how do you?
It took them 3 years to make that film.
Yeah,
and then 3 years of like
2 years just to come up with the concepts and to make
and
it happen. You know.
Then they had several artists as well. There's heaps of artists doing paintings.
Oh, so I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can't imagine one guy doing that.
There was one person, fucking, I'd be over the the first scene, 7,000 paintings later. Fuck this! I'm done!
You just go like, you watch the film and then halfway through it's just a big black blur, and then it's just white after that. He's just given up.
It's just a white canvas. From the white canvas for 2 hours.
So next was visual effects, which was Blade Runner.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, that was good.
It was good.
Like,
I wanted War to win though, because it's so good.
Well, yeah.
Like if you watch the film, it's just you can't believe
the
it's
detail and
yeah.
They do.
Like it's a guy in front of a green screen area with heaps of dots, and they cover it with hair and muscle and eyes and facial stuff.
Just get Andy Serkis to play 700 apes. So run around. Okay.
Next was editing, which was Dunkirk, which was the Aussie winner, Lee Smith. Represent.
Yay for Aussies.
Represent.
But still, Baby Driver.
Yeah, I don't know how they judge the editing. If it's just like the length of each shot and how they compose
Yeah, I don't know.
the timing.
Timing, like what shot to choose instead of another.
Because with Baby Driver, it's beautiful with the music.
Yeah.
And it's just perfect, you know? It's strange.
Mm.
And then after that, Jimmy got a handful of actors with plus Del Toro and all that. and they went to the cinema across the street, and they brought snacks and food and all that. Armie Hammer was there, Gal
Yeah.
Gadot, and
So just like walked out of the joint, went to the theater, and
yeah, and they
bought
surprised.
$10 small boxes of popcorn.
I'm sure they didn't pay for it. But they surprised an audience who was watching a screening for A Wrinkle in Time, and they just like paused the film, and the guys just came in.
Oh,
I would have been pissed off.
I would have been a bit shitty too.
Yeah.
But I've seen the trailer for that, and it looks like the first half of the trailer looks like it's going to be good. Then the second half just trails off into fucking oblivion.
Yeah.
Like, I was watching, I was like, what's going
Like
on?
the look of it.
Yeah, it
looks
looks
good,
nice. Like, the first half looks like a sci-fi sort of film, but then it just like does a 180.
I don't know if
Like,
it's gonna be good
some films are good with that, but
because it's a book adaptation, and it's a Disney film, so I don't know if it's gonna be that good.
No.
But we'll see.
well, new Disney.
It's got Oprah in it.
Ah.
Great
I just sees the little girl's like, "Do you want a car? You win a car for coming this far."
Documentary short was Heaven is a Traffic Jam on the 405. The one that you loved because it's just a guy on LA traffic.
It's literally like falling down. Michael Douglas, but a documentary. How we're gonna get angry at this Vietnamese shop owner because he charges too much for a can of Coke. $1.20? You gotta be fucking kidding me.
That's me in 20 years.
Oh, love that
Tell
film.
you.
It's the greatest film.
Next was live action short film, which was The Silent Child, which is about a daughter who is deaf. I think she's deaf. I don't know the whole story, but
Okay.
the girl who was producing or directing it came on the stage and she did her speech with sign language as well as speaking, which is pretty cool, you know.
Oh, like you came on stage with the. Oh.
So the director or the producer came on with the director,
Okay.
and she did the thing with sign language
Okay.
as well as she spoke.
Cool.
So
That's
it was,
alright.
you know,
That's different.
pretty good. Adapted screenplay was Call Me by Name.
Yeah. Okay. Did we call that? I think we did.
I think so. I think we did.
Yeah. So
Um,
I think you did like most of the book apart from like the last 20 pages.
oh really?
Yeah.
I'll have to read the book. 'Cause I like reading the book
So
after the film, actually.
you know what, one time I tried to watch Da Vinci Code and I pulled out the book and I started trying to read it from like the first. As soon as the film started, I was like reading the first page and I was like, fuck this. I got lost. I don't know where I was. I think they probably started on page 15. I don't know. I read the first 3 pages and I don't know where I am.
That film should have been so much better. It has Tom Hanks and it's directed by
That
Ron
doesn't
Howard,
mean.
and,
Yeah.
and it's about like a mystery thing, and it should have been way better. You know?
It's alright.
Yeah.
I have noticed that Paul Bettany's getting into a lot of evil, becoming like a lot of Christian themed movies because he was in those like an evil priest, and then like a few years later he came in with a horror movie called Priest, and he was
Yep.
hunting vampires
Yep.
and shit. He was in other stuff.
He was in
But-
A Beautiful Mind as well.
Yeah, but like after
Um,
Da
but
Vinci
yeah.
Code, it's just
And now he's
And-
going to be in Marvel. He's in Marvel for the
yeah,
past 3 years or something.
yeah. Well, there you go.
Well, since 2008, but in person
In person.
for the 3 years. So next was original screenplay, which was Get Out.
Yeah.
Which is pretty
African American Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
I love Jordan. Key and Peele, great TV show.
It's so funny.
It's good. No, that was cool.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, no, he did well. He
It's a
did
really
well.
good film.
Done well.
Done well.
He's done well. There we go.
Next was cinematography, which was the best award of the night
Really?
for Blade Runner. Roger Deakins finally gets his win
Okay, yeah.
after 14
'Cause-
times.
I wanted Dunkirk to get cinematography
Oh,
because it's just
for
built.
sure.
Yeah. But nah, fucking Blade Runner is pretty good.
I
Like,
feel like that's a career thing. Like they've messed up so many times in the past. they just gave it to him.
the whole like John Williams thing happening is like, how many times have you been nominated? 20 since my last win.
Did you see that he's going to step back from doing Star Wars after all these years? Because he just wants to do
Something
Other
original. Something original. We got a new Star Wars film. I was like, let me just update 1980.
Oh god. Next was original score, which was Shape of Water, which was
Okay.
surprising.
I actually wanted Phantom for it to win.
I wanted Phantom.
Because that, like, piano.
Yeah.
Yeah. We saw it.
Johnny never wins. He didn't win for the Master or.
Damn it, Johnny.
Blood. Yeah.
Damn, that's the. So Shape of Water, okay.
I don't know much of the score though. I can't remember. All I know was it was like a delight piano.
Sort of like
thing.
Phantom, but not all the way through.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing there, but I'm happy that Shape of Water wins anything, really.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very true. And throughout the night, the original song nominees performed their own song,
That's right.
which is pretty cool.
Yeah, no,
Like it was like a performance.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like
exactly.
a show. But for original score, it was Coco, Remember Me, which was alright. I wanted Call Me By Name to win,
Yeah.
but
that song.
great song, great song. And then they did the In Memoriam.
Okay.
So do you want to go through the travesty?
Well, this is the thing. They always miss people
They always do, don't they?
Yeah.
They've missed heaps of directors in the past.
Directors, and it's always horror, and it's always they always miss people. I mean, they did a few. Like, they've done a lot of films, but I don't think they did enough impact.
Yeah, I mean,
back in the day, like
the big one that they missed was Adam West.
Yeah,
and he wasn't.
He's Batman.
He's
fucking Batman.
He was the original comic book person before Superman.
Yeah, exactly.
And he did his own film, the Batman movie.
Yeah. So that was a bit sad.
Weird.
Glenn Campbell, they missed. I mean, sometimes they do musicians, sometimes not.
That was weird.
But
they should.
Glenn's a big country star.
Yeah. They should do every department of film.
No, they should. They also this is typical because Oscars don't like horror, but this year they kind of did with Get Out.
They kind of do. I think it's like the start of horror because Get Out and all that.
But hopefully they're coming back because Get Out, Shape of Water's got horror elements to it.
Yep.
But they did miss Toby Hooper, which I'm pretty disappointed. They put Texas Chainsaw segment of that film in the montage.
Yeah, they had a few shots.
So I don't know if that was his memoriam. And like you said before, Eddie Vedder played a Tom Petty song, and that's probably
that's
tribute to
Tom Petty.
They also missed Heather Menzies. Now Heather Menzies was one of the daughters in The Sound of Music. I can't even remember what daughter it was.
Yeah, one of 9 people.
Yeah, exactly. One of the 26 children that fucking Christopher Plummer had. She was in the original Piranha, which is a brilliant film.
I haven't seen the original.
It's great.
I've seen the remake.
Joe Dante's brilliant. I love Joe. And I just want to say this. She's in the film. It's just a mad doctor that turns people into snakes, and it's called.
Who would have thought?
Fucking brilliant. Rose Marie, who's a comedian. She was in Dick Van Dyke Show, Hollywood Squares, Doris Day Show. She's in a few films. It's funny because she was in Shriek. What is it? Shriek, If You Know What I Did Last Friday the 13th, which is like a parody of the scary movie Scream.
Oh, right. Really?
Just like, well, it's got Tom Arnold in it, so it's like low budget.
But, Scream? No, not Scream. Scary Movie came out in 2000?
Yeah, this came out around the same time. I think this might have been first.
Oh.
But yeah.
That's a long title as well.
It's
Shriek If You Want to... What?
Shriek If You Know What I Did Last Friday the 13th.
Oh, so that's like I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah.
Mixed with Friday the 13th.
Mixed with
Scream.
whatever.
Scream.
Yeah. Anything, yeah.
No.
That's pretty, yeah.
Is it alright? Have you seen it? Or...
I got it, yeah. It's stupid. It's a parody film, but like, it's okay. Has its moments, I suppose.
That's probably like the start of the downfall of spoof films.
I mean, like, after...
Because after Spaceballs and Flying High and...
Yeah, that's all 70s, but in this...
80s as well. Because I can't think of any other spoofs that happened.
I mean, like, Scary Movie was good. That's actually fucking
Yeah, the
brilliant.
first one's
That's
good.
a great,
The
that's a
first
great
one's
one.
good.
Second one's okay.
Oh,
It's not too
Tim
bad.
Curry saved that film.
Ah!
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry. Brilliant. Yes. And, yeah, after that, it was just...
Yeah, it was like Charlie Sheen's top build. And
Yeah, it was...
It's just American humor.
Yeah, it's just American dumb humor.
Yeah, that's all it is.
It's just shit. And they also missed Peggy Cummings, which is an actress from the 50s and 40s, who was in Gun Crazy, which is written by Dalton Trumbo under the pseudonym of whatever. This was during his old Blacklist days. Yeah, it says on Google, it says screenplay Dalton Trumbo, but yeah, back in the day of Paul fucking Blacklisting shit, retarded. That's just stupid. Classic horror film Night of the Demon from '57. The late George Appleby, Rose Moe, Street Corner, lots of stuff.
I've never heard of any of these films.
I know half.
I need to catch up on my 50s.
Me?
Homework.
That's all I do, watch films. But yeah, lots of films, and she's a beautiful woman too. Fuck, she's gorgeous.
I mean, they all were back in the day.
Ah, yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
It's like the men as well.
Exactly, but yes, they've missed out on, and probably a whole bunch of other people as well.
Yeah, I'm sure there's
small actors,
smaller role people.
Yeah,
like in the music department or makeup.
Yeah,
all those unsung heroes, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So it happens a lot, which is shit. But as long as people remember them.
Yeah, I mean.
As long as you watch your films and enjoy them, that's good enough for me.
So after that, it was Best Director.
Okay.
Who Del Toro won.
Yep, I'm happy with that.
I'm happy. Yeah.
I think I chose Del Toro.
I mean, I wanted Nolan.
Yeah, just because you always want Nolan.
Yeah, that's very true. Nolan's. I don't think Nolan won. Ever.
Nolan, nah, he hasn't won.
I don't think so. Oh well.
I think he just needs to make a film that's like a straight story. Like, just it doesn't jump time.
But that's his thing. Everything jumps time with him.
I mean, he probably had a decent shot when Dark Knight came out.
Yeah.
I think it was
Inception won Best Picture. I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, it was nominated. I don't know if it won. I think it did.
Can't remember that far back.
It should have won if it did. So next was Best Actor, who Gary Oldman.
Yeah, that time.
Do you reckon it was a career award? I mean, he was great as...
I'm sure he's really good, but I mean, he's been brilliant in the past. But
he should have won for film, I reckon.
Yeah.
Even supporting.
That's a supporting role, but still win. But yeah, no, he's fucking brilliant.
He's always been the supporting guy. Like if you look at Fifth Element.
Oh yeah, he's always been
Air Force One.
Yeah.
It's always the supporting role.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't think he's ever been.
State of Grace, sorry. Great film.
Harry Potter as well.
Yeah.
It's always the supporting.
Yeah, he's always been a supporting man. That's good too.
Yeah, I'm glad he won.
And he can hold a film too.
Oh yeah.
He owns the screen.
Yeah, for sure. Like I don't know any of those people in the film besides what's her name? She was in Baby Driver.
Oh, the young girl?
Yeah, the young girl.
Oh, yeah. Terrible, Nate. Wait, we can consult Google. Nah, let's see who's quicker.
Oh.
Michael's Brain or Baby Driver on Google. Fuck.
It's like a It's not Naomi.
Nah.
It starts with R.
Nah.
L?
Really? Lily James.
Lily James. That's the one. Yeah, she's in it.
Yeah. Okay.
She's great. She's great in it. But yeah, other than that, it's like unknown people, which is good because you want that realism to it, and you don't want to just say, "Oh, there's so and so," or "There's who such and such."
Get people who were alive back in the day. Ben Mendelsohn was in there.
Yeah, he's in it as well.
Yeah.
He's got a small role.
Kristen Scott Thomas. I know her.
She plays the wife.
Yes.
I believe.
She's lovely. Brilliant. Yeah.
And then Best Actress was Frances.
Yep. saw it coming, and she fucking
She
deserves
won
it too.
every other award. I was gonna be surprised if she didn't win it. You know.
No, she's good. Right, she
She's
owned it. She was badass.
you don't want to mess with her.
Nah, fuck no.
But at the governor's ball party, she left her Oscar on a table.
I heard of it, and someone stole it. What the fuck?
The guy stole it, right? This is an unknown person. Like, he's not in any department of film. And he just came...
So someone gate crashing the Oscars party.
Like, he was in a suit. He must have been.
Nah,
invited.
Nah. You can... sure you can sneak through somehow.
But he just stole it. And he just took it. And he filmed himself on Facebook. Like,
he actually filmed... What?
And he carried it around saying, "Oh, look at my Oscar! Oh, I'm so good! Oh!" I would expect that from Tommy Wiseau. I wouldn't expect it from a random dude. He must have been drunk or on drugs or something.
Probably, but that's hilarious. So he just
and then other people like took photos with him with the Oscar because they thought that he won.
Yeah.
But it says Best Actress.
That's brilliant.
And out of all the people, you don't want to mess with Francis.
So, okay.
And then he got arrested, and she got it back.
So it was like a little prank sort of thing. It was like, let's see if I can do this.
He
well, it's gonna be a prank if you film yourself fucking stealing it, and then...
But he was serious. He wasn't joking around. He was like...
He's the worst criminal in the world then, isn't he? I'm gonna film myself doing this robbery. Then I'm gonna take pictures with hundreds of strangers for more evidence.
Oh.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
It was so random though. But he got like, I don't know, 20 grand bail, I think. Something like that.
Because Francis bailed him out. Yeah.
She went to the station, like in the film. She puts up 3 billboards for the Oscar missing.
3 billboards outside of Hollywood, California. Sequel.
Then the signs say like...
My Oscar was stolen and abused.
Oh. Alright. And then to top it all off, Shape of Water won for Best Picture.
Okay, that's good.
So that's good. I mean, I would have been upset if the Post won because I think that's just a sign of the times with Trump and government and all that.
Yeah. No, I did want Call. I knew it was gonna be Shape or 3 Billboards, but I did want Call Me to win just because it seemed like an underdog.
Yeah. That would have been cool though.
Yeah.
But Armie Hammer wasn't even nominated, which is strange because.
There would have been another supporting actor too.
Yeah.
To fit in.
Yeah. If Christopher, like, I don't get why they just don't do 10 for each thing, like a possible 10. They can do 8 or 7 or 9.
Because it's always an uneven number, really. It's never a set number.
Yeah, you know. What can you do?
No. I think that's
about it.
Yeah.
Nothing really.
Nothing special about the
oh,
Oscars.
Another thing. At the end, after Del Toro finished his speech, a producer came onto the mic stand.
Yeah.
And he started to talk, and the music just started, you know, and he couldn't say anything.
Did the music turn off? Or
the music started as he was talking, and so he just stopped, and then the music stopped, and so
it was that awkward silence of like.
And then Kimmel came back on, and said, "Oh, what were you gonna say?" And then he just said, "I was just gonna say Del Toro's a wonderful dude," and all that stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's always.
And then.
How long was the time limit? It's like a minute and a half or something.
45 seconds is the time limit for speeches.
Fucking hell.
It's strange though. Yeah.
But then the host just like chats for fucking half an hour.
I know, like the opening's a bit weak. It's too long.
Yeah.
Just get to it. Like the first one ran for like 15 minutes. The first Oscars. Just 15 minutes. They just no bullshit.
Exactly. Just here's an award. Yay, clap, fuck off. Now
but
it's just like...
at the start of the night, Kimmel said, "If you have the shorter speech, we will give you a jet ski." And the costume designer for Phantom Thread got the shorter speech, and he came on at the end with Helen Mirren on the jet ski with a life jacket and stuff. It was pretty funny.
That's cool. I like that.
And he was in on a joke as well. I don't know if he actually got it.
Should.
Would have been awesome.
Yeah. Alright, and I think that's it for our little Oscars recap.
Yeah. Anything you want to plug? Anything you want to... You don't have Twitter, do you?
Nah, no Twitter. I don't like hashtags. Yeah, I only used Facebook just to upload films I watch, and that's about it. Sometimes I say something, but
You should start doing that on the channel, on the Facebook thing. Just put an album and then just do, you know.
Just the thing is like, watch it if you're bored. Watch it if you got nothing else to watch. Don't watch it.
But yeah, if you want to follow us on Twitter, it's the Breaking TFW. That's our Twitter handle. And we'll leave links in the comment section below.
For our videos and all that. Yeah,
what's next week?
Top
10.
So the first few weeks we've just been doing. We did the Oscars because it was just a few days before the Oscars, so we did that video.
Yeah.
Now, for the first two videos, we did top 10 films and directors and Oscar recap just to introduce ourselves in a way.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, we're just going to talk about
different films.
Different films. We're going to use as much knowledge as we can to talk about CGI versus practical effects.
Yes. Yep.
So that'll be one of our episodes.
That'll be good. We can do like a debate thing where it's CGI versus practical. Like
fuck off. I'm practical all the way.
I mean, I can do CGI because I'm a Marvel dude and all that, you know. So I'm in that.
Okay.
But I love practical. I'd rather do practical, you know.
But we'll weigh up the pros and cons for it all and just look at through film time how it's
evolved. And,
you know,
grown. Yeah, grown a bit in a way.
Well, I mean, if you start off with like Metropolis and all those big sets, I mean, it's sort of a practical effect. I mean, even George Miller's Voyage to the Moon.
Oh, yeah.
Like the whole rocket in the eyeball. I mean, that's like all that.
But I mean, like big sets like Metropolis aren't being made as much. I don't feel like, unless it's like Blade Runner or.
I mean, they would. Well, I think it would be behind the big screen, but the whole. We should be.
Anyway, if you want to check out more videos, you can. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that fun stuff, and we'll check you later.
See you later, alligator.